Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of the Sue Breakdown. Today we're going to be looking at the FA-010S Full Armor Double Zeta Gundam, piloted by Judo Ashita. So the full armor is a little interesting. It has the standard, charge shot, and then it has the... Oh, well, I wanted to show off the high mega cannon first, hit the wrong button. It has the high mega cannon that's on a two-shot selection, does quite a bit of damage. It also has a missile salvo that's pretty nice, but unless you're locked on, they do not lock on at all. Like if you're in green lock or yellow lock, you might as well not even try. It also has this grab attack that you can vary it up a little bit with, and that's its main form of melee. It doesn't really have the other melee combos that you would expect, but what you can do with that is do some nice spins and stuff like that. The real interesting thing about, and the grab attack is the full armor striker as well. The real interesting thing about the full armor is you can take the armor off and just leave it on the ground, and then you have something very similar to the regular Double Zeta, but it's not the Double Zeta. Like, it has a different moveset from the regular Double Zeta in a really interesting way. It also has very, very different melee attacks from the full armor and from the regular Double Zeta. And I saw a lot of people upset that there's a very little Double Zeta representation in this game. But I think by adding the full armor the way they did, they kind of tackled that problem. It's really hard to pin down Cubulate. That's why I don't like fighting this so much. But at any time, put the full armor back on, go for some high megas. You can see just how much damage they do. Split back down, go in for some quick melees. It makes it very interesting to use the Double Zeta, especially the full armor variant, because you have an answer to almost everything your opponent can do. The problem is you do have that animation lock while you are using the armor switch. While you're shedding armor or putting armor back on, you do have that animation lock. So yes, you're trading power, but you also have that it's a 500. Even when you drop that armor, you're still piloting a 500. The other variant of the Double Zeta is a 400. I think the full armor more than makes up for that in power. When it comes to power alone, the full armor is pretty crazy. I mean, look at how much damage that does. And that's not even counting the missiles and the setup damage you can do there. Any of that. The full armor is dangerous. Very much so. Shed the armor. Normally, I recommend shedding the armor after you use a high mega cannon burst, while they're in yellow lock, so they can't capitalize on that time where you are not able to defend yourself that well. And then you can use basic charged versions of the high mega that are a lot easier to pull off and a lot easier to get going. Go in for the grabs there. And you have that little quick pop-off right there. It's really nice. Also, I love that these two characters specifically have some very interesting dialogue with each other. But, with all that said, the power is definitely in this variant, the full armor version of it. Should you use the Double Zeta? Specifically the full armor version? Yeah, if you're planning on using 500s and you don't know which one to play, this is one of the most versatile 500s in the game. You're not going to be doing a lot of the crazy tricks that some of the other 500s have when it comes to maneuverability and stuff like that, but what you have instead, obviously you can cancel out of that grab, what you have instead is raw power and adaptability. There's a lot of options that you have that you wouldn't have otherwise, and I'm trying to show this off here because it's really cool if you can pull it off, but I'm bad at pulling it off, and Cubulates are really annoying to pin down anyway, but there you go. So yeah, should you use the full armor Double Zeta? If you're going to use the 500, give it a shot. It's definitely worth it in my opinion, just for the options that you have alone. Even if you don't get to do some of the extra crazy stuff that a few of the other 500s in this game have. But with all that said, I've been Trey, and this has been the Full Spectrum. Remember to always enjoy the full spectrum that the full armor Double Zeta, the FAZZ, has to offer.